Hey everyone, welcome to my lesson day 74. Today's daily quote: Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Dale Carnegie. Muvaffaqiyat bu xohlagan narsangga erishishdir. Baxt esa olgan narsangni xohlash. Bu yerda get erishish deb yoki olish deb tarjima qilinishi mumkin. Demak, muvaffaqiyat bu xohlagan narsangizga erishishingiz. Baxt esa bu qo'lingizda bor narsadan xursand bo'lish degani, qisqacha ma'nosi. Monolog. Ushbu monologni yodlab qo'ying. My school. My school is a good place where I learn new things every day. I like my teachers because they help me read, write, and understand the lessons. I have many friends at school, and we talk and learn together. I feel happy at my school because it helps me become better step by step. Bugungi birinchi so'zimiz front. Front bu old tomoni yoki old tarafi degani yoki old qismi. Yana bir ma'nosi oldingi deb ham tarjima qilinadi agar sifat o'rnida ishlatilsa. Front teskarisi back yoki behind. Back, behind bu orqa tomoni yoki orqasi degani. Biz oldin o'rganganmiz in front of degan predlogni, ya'ni oldida degani. In front of something, ya'ni undan keyin biror narsa, buyumni nomi kelishi kerak. In front of bu predlog, ya'ni oldida degani. Lekin in the front bu predlog emas, buni alohida o'zini ishlatish mumkin. Qayerda? In the front, oldida yoki old qatorda degani. Lekin in front of bundan keyin birorta ot ishlatilishi shart. Xuddi shunga o'xshab in front of ni teskarisi at the back of ning orqasida yoki behind something biror narsaning orqasida. Biz oldin backyard so'zini o'rgandik. Orqa hovli degani. Unga teskarisi front yard, old hovli, ya'ni uyni oldi tomondagi bog'chasi, ya'ni bog' qismi. Yard bu umuman bog' degani yoki hovli. Front yard oldingi hovli, old hovli, backyard orqa hovli. In the front of the car yoki the front of the car bu mashinaning old qismi yoki mashinaning oldida degani. Uyning old tomoni oq rangga bo'yalgan. The front of the house is painted white. Bu yerda is painted bu passiv, ya'ni bo'yalgan degani. Bu har doim shunaqa rangda bo'lgani uchun hozirgi zamondagi passiv ishlatildi. Is painted. Bo'yalgan. The front of the house is painted white. The front of the house is painted white. U old eshikni ochdi va orqa eshikni yopdi. He opened the front door and closed the back door. He opened the front door and closed the back door. He opened the front door and closed the back door. Uning uyning old qismida xonasi bor. He has a room in the front part of the house. He has a room in the front part of the house. E'tibor bering, front so'zi bilan in ishlatiladi. In the front part. He has a room in the front part of the house. Men film ko'rayotganda old qatorlarda o'tirishni yoqtiraman. Bu yerda old qatorlarda so'zini oldinda, old qismida deb tarjima qilamiz. I like to sit in the front when I watch a movie. Bu yerda old qator in the front deb tarjima qilindi. I like to sit in the front when I watch a movie. I like to sit in the front when I watch a movie. Men 10 daqiqadan beri do'kon oldida turibman. I have been standing in front of the store for 10 minutes. Bu yerda have been standing bu present perfect continuous zamoni. Bu zamon haqida hali o'rganmadik. Bugungi darsda shuni ko'rib chiqamiz. I have been standing in front of the store for 10 minutes. I have been standing in front of the store for 10 minutes. Present perfect continuous. Biza oldin present perfect simple, ya'ni oddiy present perfect haqida o'rganganmiz. Endi bugun o'shani continuous, ya'ni davomli shaklini ko'rib chiqamiz. Qachon biza present perfect continuousdan foydalanamiz? Birinchidan, harakat o'tmishda boshlanganini ko'rsatish uchun. Ya'ni bu o'tgan zamon, lekin hali ham davom qilyapti hozirgacha. Ya'ni ikkinchidan, hozirgacha davom etayotganini yoki hozirgina tugaganini bildirish uchun ishlatiladigan zamon. Demak, voqea hodisa tugamagan bo'lishi ham mumkin yoki hozirgina tugagan bo'lishi mumkin. Va uchinchidan, bu zamon ayniqsa shu harakatni qancha vaqt davom etganini ko'rsatish uchun ishlatiladi. Ya'ni urg'u ko'proq voqea hodisaning qanchalik davom etganligini bildirish uchun. Formulasi have yoki has bilan boshlanadi egaga qarab. He, she, it bo'lsa has, qolgan barcha olmoshlar uchun have ishlatiladi. Undan keyin har doim been so'zini ishlatamiz, ya'ni be'ni 3-shakli been. Undan keyin verb ni gerund shakli, ya'ni ingli shakli. Misol uchun, I have been working, men ishlab kelayapman. Yoki she has been studying, u o'qib kelayapti. O'zbek tilida present perfect continuousni tarjima qilganda ko'proq kelayapman, kelayapti so'zi bilan tarjima qilamiz. Ya'ni uzoq paytdan beri davom qilib, hozirgacha davom qilayapti ma'nosini bildirish uchun. Present perfect continuousni asosiy ishlatilish holatlari. Birinchidan, o'tmishda boshlangan va hozir ham davom etayotgan ish. Misol uchun, I have been studying for 2 hours. Men 2 soatdan beri o'qiyapman yoki o'rganayapman. Ya'ni hozir ham o'qiyapman. She has been living here since 2020. U bu yerda 2020-yildan beri yashaydi. Ya'ni shu yillar davomida yashab keldi, hozir ham yashaydi. Hali ham davom qilyapti. Ikkinchidan, hozirgina tugagan, lekin natijasi hozir ko'rinib turgan ish. Ya'ni ish hali davom etayotgani yo'q, tugadi, lekin natijasini ko'rishimiz mumkin. Misol uchun, you are tired. Sen charchagansan. Have you been running? Yugurayotganmiding yoki yugurib keldingmi? Ya'ni ko'rib turibmanki, charchaganligingdan sen shu paytgacha yugurganligingni bildim ma'nosida. Yoki the floor is wet. Pool ho'l. It has been raining. Yomg'ir yog'gan. Ya'ni shu paytgacha yomg'ir yog'gan. Endi tugagan bo'lsa ham hali ham ho'l namlikni ko'rish mumkin. Uchinchidan, ishning qancha vaqt davom etganini ta'kidlash, ya'ni urg'u ish qanchalik davom etganligini bildirish uchun. Ko'pincha for va since so'zlari bilan ishlatiladi. For bu yerda davomiyligini bildirish, since esa qachondan beri boshlanganligini bildirish uchun ishlatiladi. We have been waiting for 30 minutes. Biz 30 minutdan beri kutayapmiz. He has been working since Monday. U dushanbadan beri ishlayapti yoki ishlab kelayapti. U ertalabdan beri maktab oldida kutyapti. She has been waiting in front of the school since morning. Bu yerda has been waiting bu present perfect continuous. She bo'lgani uchun has so'zidan foydalandik. Undan keyin been, undan keyin wait so'zining ingli shakli. He has been waiting. She has been waiting in front of the school since morning. She has been waiting in front of the school since morning. Keyingi so'zimiz tight. Bu sifat. Mahkam, qattiq, ikkinchi ma'nosi tor yoki siqilgan degani. Agar pul va yoki vaqtga nisbatan ishlatsak, qisqa, yetishmovchilikda degan ma'noni ham bildiradi. Tighten bu fe'l shakli. En qo'shilsa, tight so'zidan tighten fe'l yasaladi. Mahkamlamoq degani, tighten. Tightness bu ot shakli. Qattiqlik yoki mahkamlilik degani. Hold tight mahkam ushla degani. Sit tight mahkam o'tir degani. Ikkinchi ma'nosi sit tight bu sit tightni ikkinchi ma'nosi bu kuting degan ma'noni bildiradi. Bu poyabzallar menga juda tor. These shoes are too tight for me. Agar shoes ni jeans bilan almashtirsak, these jeans are too tight for me. Ya'ni kiyimga nisbatan tor deb ishlatamiz. These shoes are too tight for me. These jeans are too tight for me. Tushib ketmasligi uchun mahkam ushla. Hold it tight so it doesn't fall. Hold it tight so it doesn't fall. Hold it tight so it doesn't fall. Oyoq kiyimning torligi oyog'imni og'rityapti. The tightness of the shoes hurts my feet. The tightness of the shoes hurts my feet. Bu yerda hurts itga nisbatan nima og'rityapti? The tightness of the shoes. O'shaning uchun itga nisbatan it hurts s qo'shildi. The tightness of the shoes hurts my feet. Bu kurtkaning torligi menga yoqmayapti. I don't like the tightness of this jacket. I don't like the tightness of this jacket. I don't like the tightness of this jacket. Men butun kun davomida tor poyabzal kiyib kelyapman. Present perfect continuous dan foydalanamiz. I have been wearing tight shoes all day. Bu yerda have been wearing bu present perfect continuous. I have been wearing tight shoes all day. I have been wearing tight shoes all day. Shamolli bo'lgani uchun u paltosini mahkamladi. She tightened her coat because it was windy. She tightened her coat because it was windy. She tightened her coat because it was windy. Keyingi so'zimiz arm. Arm bu qo'l degani. Biza oldin qo'lni hand deb o'rgandik. Hand bu bilakdan pastki qismi, ya'ni barmoqlar bor joyini biza qo'l deymiz. Bilakdan tepa qismi yelkagacha bu arm. Ingliz tilida qo'l uchun ikki xil so'z bor. Hand yoki arm. Ikkaloni farqini tushunib oling. Armrest arm bilan bog'liq so'z bo'lib, bu qo'l qo'yadigan joy degani. Ko'proq o'rindiqlarga nisbatan yoki mashinaning ichida qo'l qo'yadigan joy bo'lsa, o'sha joyni armrest deymiz. Rest bu dam olmoq degani. O'shaning uchun qo'l qo'yib dam oladigan joy bu armrest. Armchair bu divan degani, ya'ni qo'ltiqli kreslo. Divan bu ko'proq 2-3 ta odam sig'adiganini divan desak, kreslo, ya'ni qo'ltiqli kreslo bu bir odamlik. Ya'ni rasmga e'tibor beramiz. O'ng tomon pastda bu kresloning rasmi. Bunga nisbatan ingliz tilida armchair deb ishlatamiz. With open arms bu ochiq qo'llar bilan degani. Ko'pincha ochiq ko'ngillik bilan, yaxshi munosabat bilan degan ma'noni bildiradi. Arm in arm bu qo'l ushashib degani. Arm in arm bilan holding hands ikkaloni farqi bor. Holding hands bu qo'l ushashib, chap tarafdagi rasmga qaraymiz. Ya'ni qo'lni pastki qismi bilan ushab yurish bu holding hands. Lekin qo'lni o'tkazib yurish, o'ng tomondagi rasmga e'tibor beramiz, bu arm in arm. Cross arms Bu qo'llarini kesishtirib ushlash degani. Chap tarafdagi pastdagi rasmga e'tibor beramiz. Bu cross arms degani. Ya'ni biz oldin cross so'zini o'rgandik, kesib o'tmoq degani. Agar qo'llarni kesishtirsak, u holatda buni cross arms deb ishlatamiz. U o'tgan yili qo'lini sindirdi. He broke his arm last year. He broke his arm last year. He broke his arm last year. U chaqaloqni 1 soatdan beri qo'llarida ushlab turibdi. Present perfect continuous'dan foydalanamiz. She has been holding the baby in her arms for an hour. She has been holding the baby in her arms for an hour. She has been holding the baby in her arms for an hour. Uning qo'llari kuchli. He has strong arms. Bu yerda his arms are strong deb ham ishlatsa bo'ladi, lekin ko'proq odamlarni tasvirlaganda ingliz tilida unda bor deb tarjima qilamiz. Misol uchun he has strong arms. Uning kuchli qo'llari bor. Lekin o'zbek tiliga uning qo'llari kuchli deb tarjima qilinadi. He has strong arms. U xotini bilan qo'l ushlashib yurdi. Ya'ni qo'lini o'tkazib deb tarjima qilamiz. He walked arm in arm with his wife. He walked arm in arm with his wife. He walked arm in arm with his wife. Uni ochiq quchoq bilan kutib olishdi. He was welcomed with open arms. Bu yerda with open arms bu ibora bo'lib, ochiq quchoq bilan degan. Ya'ni ochiq qo'llari bilan, yaxshi kayfiyat bilan, yaxshi muomala bilan va hokazo shunaqa tarjima qilish mumkin. He was welcomed with open arms. He was welcomed with open arms. Bu stulda qo'l tayanchlari bor. This chair has armrests. Chap tarafdagi rasmga qarasalaring, bu chair, ya'ni bu stulda qo'l qo'yadigan joyi bor, ya'ni armrest. This chair has armrest. Lekin o'ng tarafdagi chair doesn't have armrest, ya'ni unda qo'l qo'yadigan joyi yo'q. This chair has armrests. U ertalabdan beri kresloda kitob o'qib kelyapti yoki kitob o'qib o'tiribdi. Present perfect continuous'dan foydalanamiz. She has been reading a book in the armchair since morning. Bu yerda kresloda in the armchair deb tarjima qilindi. Biza stulda o'tiribdi deganimizda on the chair deb ishlatamiz. Lekin aynan armchair uchun in predlogidan foydalanamiz. Ya'ni armchair ichida deb ishlatiladi. She has been reading a book in the armchair since morning. She has been reading a book in the armchair since morning. Keyingi so'zimiz goal. Maqsad, niyat. Ikkinchi ma'nosi goal degani, sportdagi goal, ya'ni futbolda ishlatiladigan so'z. Yana bitta ma'nosi darvoza degani. Demak, goal ham darvoza, ham urilgan golni o'zi ham goal deb ishlatiladi. Goalkeeper bu darvozabon degani. Keep bu yerda saqlamoq, keeper bu saqlovchi, ya'ni goldan saqlovchi odam degani. Goalkeeper. Set a goal bu maqsad qo'ymoq degani. Set so'zini endi o'rganamiz, lekin aynan goal so'zi bilan set a goal bu maqsad qo'yish degani. Life goal bu hayot maqsadi, ya'ni hayotdagi maqsad. Long term goal bu uzoq muddatli maqsad, niyat. Short term goal bu qisqa muddatli maqsad. Score a goal bu gol urmoq degani. Mening maqsadim ingliz tilini yaxshi o'rganish. My goal is to learn English well. Bu yerda mening maqsadim degandan keyin nimaligini bildirish uchun fe'lni to shaklidan foydalandik. To learn bu yerda o'rganish. My goal is to learn English well. My goal is to learn English well. Uning maqsadi o'z biznesini boshlash. His goal is to start his own business. Bu yerda ham to start, boshlash. Ya'ni ingliz tilida ish, ash deb tugatgan fe'llar ingliz tilida to bilan beriladi. To start bu boshlash. His goal is to start his own business. His goal is to start his own business. Maqsadsiz hayot ma'nosizdir. Life is meaningless without a goal. Life is meaningless without a goal. Life is meaningless without a goal. Bizning maqsadimiz loyihani 1 oy ichida tugatish. Our goal is to finish the project within a month. Our goal is to finish the project within a month. Our goal is to finish the project within a month. U hayotdagi maqsadlari haqida o'ylab kelayapti. Present perfect continuous'dan foydalanamiz. She has been thinking about her life goals. She has been thinking about her life goals. She's been thinking about her life goals. U oxirgi daqiqada gol urdi. He scored a goal in the last minute. He scored a goal in the last minute. He scored a goal in the last minute. Jamoaga yutish uchun yana bitta gol kerak. The team needs one more goal to win. The team needs one more goal to win. The team needs one more goal to win. Darvozabon to'pni to'xtatishga harakat qildi, lekin u darvozaga kirdi, ya'ni to'p darvozaga kirdi. The goalkeeper tried to stop the ball, but it went into the goal. Bu yerda the goal darvoza deb tarjima qilindi. Go into bu ichiga kirish degani. O'shaning uchun o'tgan zamonda went into. The goalkeeper tried to stop the ball, but it went into the goal. The goalkeeper tried to stop the ball, but it went into the goal. Keyingi so'zimiz kind. Mehribon, yaxshi, oq ko'ngil degani. Ikkinchi ma'nosi turi, xili degani. Bu ma'nosini biz oldin o'rganganmiz. Kindness bu mehribonlik, ya'ni ot shakli. kind mehribon, kindness mehribonlik. Kind hearted bu oq ko'ngil degan. Heart bu yerda yurak, o'shaning uchun mehribon yurakli ma'nosida. Kind words bu yaxshi so'z degan. Do someone a kindness bu birovga mehribonlik ko'rsatish yoki mehribonlik qilish degan. Kind of bu biroz degan ma'noda ham ishlatiladi. O'zi umuman kind of something bu biror narsaning turi degan. Lekin kind of o'zi alohida biroz degan ma'noda ham ishlatiladi. One of a kind bu o'xshashi yo'q, takrorlanmas degan. One of a kind. U hammaga juda mehribon. She is very kind to everyone. She is very kind to everyone. She is very kind to everyone. Safar davomida biz ko'p mehribon odamlar bilan uchrashdik. We met many kind people during the journey. We met many kind people during the journey. We met many kind people during the journey. Menga shunchalik mehribon bo'lganingiz uchun rahmat. Thank you for being so kind to me. Thank you for being so kind to me. Thank you for being so kind to me. U menga katta yaxshilik qildi. She did me a great kindness. Bu yerda kindness yaxshilik deb tarjima qilindi. She did me a great kindness. She did me a great kindness. U oilasiga katta mehribonlik ko'rsatib kelayapti. Present perfect continuous. She has been showing great kindness to her family. She has been showing great kindness to her family. She has been showing great kindness to her family. U mehribonlik muvaffaqiyatdan muhimroq deb hisoblaydi. She believes kindness is more important than success. Bu yerda believe hisoblamoq deb tarjima qilindi. Ya'ni believe bu ishonmoq degani. Bu kontekstda hisoblaydi deb tarjima qilsa bo'ladi. She believes kindness is more important than success. She believes kindness is more important than success. Sizga qanday turdagi musiqa yoqadi? What kind of music do you like? Bu yerda kind tur deb tarjima qilindi. Buni biz oldin o'rganganmiz. Kind ishlatganimizda of predlogidan foydalanamiz. Kind of music. Musiqaning turi. What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you like? Bugun bir oz charchaganman. I'm kind of tired today. Bu yerda kind of ning turi emas, balki biroz deb tarjima qilindi. I'm kind of tired today. I'm kind of tired today. Bizning darvozabonimiz o'xshashi yo'q. Ya'ni yagona betakrordir. Our goalkeeper is one of a kind. Ya'ni o'zining turida yagona degani so'zma-so'z tarjima qilinsa, lekin o'zbekchaga uni o'xshashi yo'q, yagona betakror deb tarjima qilamiz. One of a kind. Our goalkeeper is one of a kind. Our goalkeeper is one of a kind. Bugungi o'rgangan so'zlarimiz ro'yxati. Front, old tomon yoki oldingi. Tight, mahkam, qattiq, tor. Tighten bo'lsa mahkamlamoq, tightness bo'lsa mahkamlilik, qattiqlik. Arm bu qo'l. Goal maqsad, niyat, goal darvoza. Kind mehribon yoki turi, xili degani. Kindness bu mehribonlik. Bundan tashqari armchair bu divan, birodamlik. Armrest bu qo'l qo'yadigan qismi. Goalkeeper bu darvozabon. Ushbu tekstni faqat eshitib tushunishga harakat qiling. The football field was full of people. Children stood in the front waiting for the match to start. I found a seat near the side and sat in an old armchair that someone had brought from home. It had a wooden armrest and I put my arm on it and watched the teams walk in. My little brother was the goalkeeper for our school team. He looked nervous, but I knew he had a clear goal to stop the ball and help his team win. When the game started, everyone shouted and clapped. At one moment, my brother fell to the ground and held his arm. I felt my heart get tight. I ran closer and asked, "Are you okay?" He stood up and smiled. "Yes, it's nothing." A boy from the other team came and said, "Sorry about that." That simple act of kindness surprised me. I smiled and said, "Thank you, you are very kind." The game continued, and in the end, our team won. But for me, the real goal of that day was not only winning, It was seeing that even in a hard game, people could show kindness to each other. İkinci marta o'qiyman, ham o'qib, ham eshitib tushunishga harakat qiling. The football field was full of people. Children stood in the front waiting for the match to start. I found a seat near the side and sat in an old armchair that someone had brought from home. It had a wooden armrest, and I put my arm on it and I watched the teams walk in. My little brother was the goalkeeper for our school team. He looked nervous, but I knew he had a clear goal to stop the ball and help his team win. When the game started, everyone shouted and clapped. At one moment, my brother fell to the ground and held his arm. I felt my heart get tight. I ran closer and asked, "Are you okay?" He stood up and smiled. "Yes, it's nothing." A boy from the other team came and said, "Sorry about that." That simple act of kindness surprised me. I smiled and said, "Thank you, you are very kind." The game continued, and in the end, our team won. But for me, the real goal of that day was not only winning, it was seeing that even in a hard game, people could show kindness to each other. This is the end of the class. Thank you very much. Don't forget to comment and like. Thank you. Bye-bye.